Welcome back to the channel. This is Nooga Cowboy. I got a special surprise for you today. A first for me. First time riding a sport bike, and big thanks to White Cycle Marine and on Highway 58, Chattanooga, Tennessee, for allowing me to do that. And let me just say, I can't wait to do this because I'm really excited about riding this motorcycle. With me, I've got Alan Stutzenberger. Alan, how are you?
Doing well, Joe. Glad you could come in today.
So tell us a little bit about this 2020 Kawasaki Z900.
Z900, it's an updated motorcycle for 2020 for Kawasaki. Updated the engine a little bit, gave it a little more horsepower, went from 114 to 125. Made some chassis changes as far as on the frame itself and on the suspension. Basically to help out the handling, to be a little more, to me, probably going to be able to stick in the corner a lot better than what the previous model did.
Right.
But the inline four-cylinder motor, silky smooth, got more bottom end torque off the bottom and through the mid-range than what the previous motor had. It was good, but this is even better. And of course, as much top end as you feel like you want to twist on. You know, the braking, ABS brakes are spot on. They did a nice job with those. But all in all, I mean, very well balanced. You set more into the motorcycle. You don't feel like you're sitting up on it. Like I told you earlier, the slipper assist clutch, it's fantastic. It's
right.
Light, it's easy, engages pretty quick. But the big thing is going in and out of corners. If you were to downshift too quick, you know, you're not going to get the rear wheel hop that can get you
in trouble.
Yeah, as I like to call it, the poker factor. Exactly. But all in all, I mean, Kawasaki did a great job with it. Nice lines. I really like the new digital display.
I do
it's
too.
tons
Yeah.
better. It's legible in the bright sunlight or in the dark. I mean, it's spot on, and you can change that up as well to go from that dark screen. You can lighten it up as well if you wanted, but still, I mean, it very, very nice job.
Well, looking forward to getting on this Kawasaki and seeing how it performs.
Yep.
How can people get in touch with you guys here at White Cycle Marine?
And then contact us, Joe, 423-499-6000. Go to the website, whitecyclemarine.com. Come by and see us, 4917 Highway 58 North. We're here Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5, closed Sundays and Mondays. And as far as demo rides, that kind of thing for our customers, as long as they have a valid motorcycle endorsement on their license and have current insurance on the current motorcycle, then we can set something up for them. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, come out here, check out this motorcycle. Make sure you keep them in stock because I think I'm going to be back and let's run some numbers type of deal.
There you go.
Let's get on this bike, see how it performs. You know what time it is. Let's ride. Hey everybody, just stop by. My boys are at White Cycle Marine on Highway 58, Chattanooga. Going to test ride the 2020 Kawasaki Z900. Man, I'm so excited about this. I've been wanting to test ride this bike for a while. And what else can I say, man? I'm a little nervous. I absolutely love this bike. I've sat on it. Let me tell you, the first impressions, this is the most balanced bike I've ever sat on. I mean, it's amazing how balanced it is. And this is actually my first sport bike I've ever rode. Now, some might say, well, depending on your definition of sport bike, technically this is a sport bike. That's not the traditional because it is a naked, but I'm looking forward to see what it's got to offer, man. It's a great looking bike, and like I said, the balance is just so noticeable. It's gonna be fun to ride. So let's get to it. All right, off we go. We ask that you like and subscribe to the channel, Nooga Cowboy. We appreciate you tuning in, and I'm so excited for this ride, man. I've, like I said before, been wanting to ride one of these for quite some time, and now's the time. Here we go. All right, first impressions. Smooth as can be, man. And I'll give you a little look at that dashboard a little bit when we finish the ride. smooth. I mean, silky smooth ride. This is for those of you that don't know, I own a 2019 Indian Scout 60, which is a cruiser, and this is a way smoother ride. I know cruisers are not known for their smooth rides, but oh my god, this is so much fun. The clutch is silky smooth as well. You don't have that click, that definitive click when you change gears like you do on a cruiser, or at least my cruiser. But that's no big deal at all. I mean, you still can tell you're changing gears. And this clutch, man, it is light. It is light. Hopefully I'll be able to test this thing out a little bit. I'll take it back. It's got a pretty definitive click when it switches gears. And the torque on this thing, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. This is my next bike. Kawasaki Z900, come out, check this bike out. White Cycle Marine, Highway 58, Chattanooga. My God, I'm in love. This is does have ABS, inline 4, so it's going to be a different ride than my V-twin, obviously. And yes, for those of you that are watching, I did forget my gloves. My bad. But the seating position is pretty comfortable. I mean, you're not as tucked in as you would be on a sport bike, a traditional sport bike or super sport. But your knees are, your legs are back a little bit. Bad boys. What you gonna do? I'm gonna slow down. That's what I'm gonna do. I think it's pretty simple. You know, I'll be honest with you, I was a little worried being so used to forward controls on my motorcycle. I was like, my knee's gonna hold up, but this is really comfortable. Really comfortable riding position. And I love the dashboard too. It is no problem seeing it in the sun, bright, bold. I do love that. And the friction zone on this one is, you gotta let the clutch out a lot further. I mean, almost as far as you can let it out, that's when it engages. And you know, like I said before, this is my first time on a sport bike, so please correct me if I'm saying something wrong. I'm really excited. I said before, I've always wanted to, or since they came out with this, I wanted to test ride it. And so here we are. It's awesome, man. Awesome bike. We'll get up here, get turned around, and then see what kind of acceleration we got. And I think the main thing about this too, for those that might be coming from a cruiser, the seating position is upright, you know, pretty much upright, so it's going to be comfortable on long rides. I think that's really key. All the young bucks out there can do the sport bike thing. I think I'm past that. Get over here. We'll check the braking once we get our our next stop. See how that does. I mean, from what I've felt so far, pretty good brakes. I mean, it does have ABS, and I would not now. Maybe I'm just watching too many YouTube clips where you see guys go head over heels. I wouldn't buy a bike without ABS. Not that still, I mean, freak things happen, but definitely buy a bike with ABS. And I'm happy Kawasaki has ABS on this motorcycle. And this thing has plenty of torque, low-end torque, mid-torque. Really, really nice. When you add that with the comfort and just a smooth ride, this is a winner. Okay, obviously I need to get better on the gear changes, but torque is not going to be an issue with this. You are going to be fine. This is a bike you can spend major time on. I mean, I mentioned my motorcycle earlier. It is a cruiser. To be honest with you, I probably have it set up to look a lot cooler than it is comfortable. But you can ride this for days. I mean, I never expected that. To be honest with you, I never expected it. I thought, okay, after this test ride, I'll be ready to get off of it. No, I'm ready to ride this and take it home. Crazy, I tell you. And I'm not going to get in the corners too much because these are newer tires, and again, not my bike. Thank you, White's Cycle and Marine. All right, let's see what the brakes have for us. Oh yeah, really good brakes. Really good brakes. Alright, so I'm in 5th gear. No problems. No problems. Maybe I'll just call Alan and say, hey, I'm just going to keep this for a week or so, get used to it, and then I'll bring it back. I'm sure he'd love that. And he'll say, sure, with a down payment, you can do just that, Mr. Cowboy. Yeah, let's dodge that. Swerve! I just feel different on this motorcycle. And you know what? When you get a sport bike, you know, you always, I've heard people say, when you get one, there's no stopping getting on it. Meaning getting on the throttle. Just because it's a sport bike, you know, that's just what we think when we get on one. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. That's absolutely correct. I mean, I want to rag this thing out. The 2020 Kawasaki Z900. Again, we'll check this out here when we stop. But it's pretty simple. I mean, there's nothing. The bells and whistles are limited on this motorcycle, which is fine. I mean, I don't even care. I'm just interested in riding, just putting some miles on it. Man, I'm in love. I'm in love. Congrats, Kawasaki, man, you really knocked it out of the park on this one. And then there's gonna be some comments, well, I didn't see, see what it had, or get up to 70, 80. I'm not gonna do that because I like relationships. Got a really good relationship with Alan and the whole gang out there at Whiteside. I want to keep that. It's out there. When I do buy one of these, though, I will give a more in-depth review, meaning quote unquote get on it. Oh, very little vibration, if any. I mean, like I said, when we first started this test ride, it's just a smooth, silky smooth ride. I mean, let's go over the pros of this motorcycle. 2020 Kawasaki Z900. It's comfortable. The ergonomics and the seat, the seat I've had no issue with. The seat's very comfortable. That was another worry I had with this bike, because typical sport bike seats are not very comfortable. This one is. I've had no issue at all. Feels great. The ergonomics, as I said, you're pretty much sitting straight up, so it feels great. The brakes are fantastic. It's a light clutch, so you might have to get used to that for those of you that are not used to that type of clutch. And again, the brakes are great. Performance, I mean, let's take a look at it. You got the instrument panel here. You got everything you need. Trip B, odometer, total time on the bike, voltage, miles per gallon, range as far as fuel goes, average speed. It's just a fantastic motorcycle. It's a fantastic motorcycle.